Welcome to the Noon Mix. Thanks so much for being here. This is a Wednesday. It's Hump Day, and we're here live in our Harrison studios. It's noon o'clock, and we're coming to you live here today with some interesting information. Hopefully you could use this afternoon. This is a variety show of sorts. We give you all different kind of things to take part in. We give you weather news, some activities that are going on and around the area. We try to lighten it up a little bit with some fun videos and different fun pictures and different things that people send us via social media. And that's all fun and games for us. If you'd like to be involved with what we do here, it's real easy to do. If you're a person that gets on the internet and has a Facebook account, please go to The Noon Mix, search for it. It should be the first one that comes up in our area, The Noon Mix. Kind of a cool little logo that you see at the very beginning of the show. Just go ahead and like that, and your information will be saved there. If you'd like to be friends with me, where I can get your birthday information, you can go to Dan Reynolds, search for me, and somehow you'll see a picture of me on Facebook and match what you see here on the screen to what you see on Facebook, and just go ahead and like me there, and we will be friends, and I will get the information from you automatic. You don't have to do anything else to participate in what we do. So, one of the most important things we do each and every day at the top of the show is our weather. So let's get right into that. We got some, I'm just looking outside there, we got some kind of overcast sunny skies. We'll be doing that today. A little partly sunny and partly cloudy all day long. And we're going to still have some of that gust, those wind gusts that we had some warnings about yesterday. I think they said yesterday the highest wind gust would have been around 35 miles per hour. Today it's going to drop down 5 miles to 30 miles per hour in some areas. So you should be getting some gusts here and about. So let's take a look at some of the temperatures from our viewing area and get an idea of what's going on around us. Over in Gainesville, it's 42 degrees. Branson, Missouri, 39, 41 in Jasper. Sunny skies. Marshall, 45 degrees. Eureka Springs, 38 degrees and sunny. Mountain View, 46 degrees, 46 in Salem. Mountain Home, 42, and in Harrison, it's 41 degrees. And it is going to be a beautiful weekend. There's only a slight chance of rain coming to us Friday, and then Friday night it should increase to some storms is what it says, so we'll keep an eye on that. But for today we have highs will be in 58, really close to 60 degrees for today's weather. Partly sunny as you see outside right now. Thursday, 69 degrees. Overnight low for Thursday night will be 42. Friday, that chance of rain showers will be coming through at a 30% chance, and it will increase to 40% for Friday night. And then Saturday, partly sunny skies with a high of 59. Overnight lows 34 Saturday night, and then 53 Sunday, 55 Monday, and 55 on Tuesday. Looks like we are pushing in to springtime weather, and I am so glad to see the winter leave us this time. I don't know why this winter was so irritating, but I guess it came and go, and it debilitated a lot of us to stay in our houses. We couldn't get out and enjoy it, and I think the ice had a lot to do with that, and many rounds of that we had. Hopefully that's in our rear view mirror. We won't get to see that for quite some time. Let's take our first break. We'll come back. I'll give you a little information on Baxter County's Sheriff's Office. It got an arrest made there, and we'll continue with some of the events that are pertinent to you in the next few days. So stick around, stay with us. You're watching The Noon Mix. This comes to us from the Baxter County Sheriff's Office, and an arrest was made for someone selling methamphetamine. Sheriff's Office has arrested 31-year-old rural Mountain Home woman on felony drug charges, and this person cooperated with law enforcement and made a controlled buy of methamphetamine from her. Megan Marie Lowe is pictured here, sold approximately half a gram of methamphetamine to the informant for $100 on January 2014. The transaction was monitored and recorded by sheriff's investigators. Megan Lowe used a cell phone to facilitate the deal Today, which was actually yesterday, March the 18th, investigators went to the residence of Megan Lowe to take her into custody. Investigators made contact with Lowe at the residence. While there, they observed a plastic baggie containing methamphetamine residue. Megan Lowe was transported to the detention center late yesterday afternoon and was booked on charges of delivery of methamphetamine, Class C felony, unlawful use of communication devices, also a Class C felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, Class D felony, probation violation, which is a felony. Megan Lowe has a bond set at $5,000 on the drug charges and will appear in court in March 27th of this year. I'm going to move right on into our events for the evening. Since that was a short segment, we'll just go right into some of this. Now, the pregnancy class at North Arkansas Regional Medical Center is happening March the 22nd. I think that's this Saturday. It's coming up. Actually, it is on Saturday. Had to get my bearings straight there. And this is for women that are in the first or second trimester. If you'd like to know more about this and take part in that class, you can contact the North Arkansas Regional Medical Center at, at 870-414-4440 for more information. If you missed that class, there's two other ones throughout the year. One's in May on the 24th and also July 26th, and I'm assuming these will be on Saturday. The mayor of Harrison, Mayor Jeff Crockett, is asking people to sit down with him, have coffee, and talk about concerns about Harrison, what your needs and wants are. Now, he had one this morning, and that one's passed. If you missed that one, I'd like to meet him again. He's going to have one next Wednesday on March the 26th at 7 a.m., and he'll do that from then until 9:30 a.m. And like I said, if you'd like to do that, it's going to be at the Hotel Seville inside the area there where you can sit down and relax and talk with the mayor. Teen Friday after hours at the library will be March the 21st. Area teens are invited to this Friday event at the Donald W. Reynolds Library, March 21st, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Teens will enjoy games, movies, activities, food, and a lot of fun. All the teens in grades 7th through 12th are invited, and there is no charge for this. If you'd like more information about this, you can give them a call at 870-580-0979. Let's see, a travel log on Russia at the Friends of the Library in Baxter County. They're inviting the community to their monthly meeting. This is this coming Wednesday, it's next Wednesday, March 26th at 1:30 p.m. in the Donald W. Reynolds Library. The featured presentation will be a travel log of Russia presented by Mary Carlson and Dale Piper, who have traveled to Russia and will share photographs, stories, and travel tips from their trips overseas. If you'd like more information, you can call Kim Croshaner at the Donald W. Library at 870-508-0979. It's going to be a live and silent auction this March the 29th at the library. And this, we talk about the library, that's over in Baxter County. Public is invited for the Friends of the Baxter County Library annual Share Your Treasures live auction Saturday, March 29th at 10:30 a.m. Preview items will be there, and you can enjoy refreshments beginning at 10 o'clock that day. Proceeds from the event will benefit the library programs, the many ones that they have throughout the year. Some of the auction items on display will be at the library for you to look at. More information about that, you can contact them again at 870-508-0979. K-Life is having their Radiothon this March 28th. It'll be, I think it's going to be pretty much all day, I think. Yes. And if your business would like to donate to this event, you can give them a call at ESPN Radio 104.3. March 29th, two great events are going to be happening that day. One full day of basketball excitement at the Harrison Mountain Home Classic Alumni Classic, March 29th at 7 p.m. This is Hoops for a Change, and it will benefit the Sanctuary of Arkansas and also Serenity House of Mountain Home. So information about that, you can contact Matt Springer at the Harrison Regional Chamber of Commerce at 800-880-6265. And let's see, from our paper PSAs, our final one here is the North Ark Planning and Zoning Commission will hold their public hearing on Monday, March the 31st at 6:30 p.m. at the Norfolk City Council Room to present a comprehensive plan for City of Norfolk prior to the presentation of the Norfolk City Council. You are invited to take part in this and learn more about what is being planned by the City Council and this planning board. So again, that's going to be March the 31st at the Norfolk City Council Room at 6:30 p.m. When we come back, we're going to be looking at some more public service announcements from some events that are very important to me and hopefully to you. We'll do that in just a couple minutes. Stay with us. All right, some things that are happening tomorrow that you may be interested in. Over in Mountain Home, they have an open mic at the Blackbird Cafe. Now you can join local musicians, poets, comedians, and more starting at 6:30 p.m. there at the Blackbird Cafe. Hosted by local musicians Kim Richardson this Friday, or actually tomorrow. It's going to be a fun event for everyone at the Blackbird Cafe. Also, tomorrow starts the Salbug Roundup fishing event. It's going to be held at the Baxter County Fairgrounds from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. There'll be tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. You can call Terry Briggs for more information. Phone number is 870-431-3835. Also, Home Depot Workshop is having their Installing Glass Mosaic Backsplash. This is going to be tomorrow at the Home Depot, 6:30 to 8 p.m. Home Depot hosts this free workshop, Installing Glass Mosaic Backsplash. Understand how to select the best mosaic tile for the project. Learn to prepare the surface before tiling the backsplash. Learn to set the tile using simple mat and other innovative products. Identify the grout for the mosaic backsplash and identify the tools you will need. And to register for that, go to homedepot.com/workshops. Also, Cystic Fibrosis Bass Tournament was starting this weekend, Saturday. The bass tournament will be from 7 to 3 p.m. at Lake North Fork Marina, Lake North Fork in Arkansas. So check that out. When we come back, we're going to be doing our history. A lot of things happening today in history. We'll be covering some of the more higher points of that. Also, we'll cover birthdays. So history and birthdays in just 2 minutes. You're watching The Noon Mix. Stay with us. We have quite a few items here to cover today. These are the most important things that happened throughout time on this planet when record keeping first took place, and we'll go through some of those important high points for today's date, March 19th. In 1628, the Massachusetts colony was founded by Englishmen. And as people know out there, that the nation was founded by a lot of different nationalities. Dutch, English, French. So Massachusetts was founded by the Englishmen in 1628, and then almost 200 years later, in 1822, the city of Boston was incorporated in that same state of Massachusetts. 1831, the first bank robbery in America was reported. The City Bank of New York City lost $245,000 in that robbery. Doesn't sound like a whole lot, but back then it was probably the national debt. 1895, the Los Angeles Railway was established to produce streetcar service on that day. 1915, Pluto was photographed for the first time. However, they didn't know what they were taking a photo of. They just thought it was a dot in the sky, and later on they found that it actually was circling the sun. 1918, the U.S. Congress approved daylight savings time. As I've said many times before, we need to get rid of that, in my opinion. 1931, the state of Nevada was legalized gambling. And 1954, the first rocket-driven sled that ran on rails was tested in Alamogordo, New Mexico. And why would you want to be on a sled, a rocket-powered sled? To test out G-forces for the future rocket missions. 1964 was a great year for me in my life. 1964, Sean Connery began shooting his role as Goldfinger in the movie Goldfinger. 1981, during a test of the Space Shuttle Columbia, 2 workers were injured and 1 was killed. 1994, the largest omelet in history was made with 160,000 eggs in Yokohama, Japan. And 2003, U.S. President George W. Bush announced that U.S. forces had launched a strike against targets of military opportunity in Iraq. The attack using cruise missiles and precision-guided bombs were aimed at Iraq leaders thought to be in Baghdad. What happened today in television history? Well, we'll tell you right now. In 1953, the Academy Awards came to television for the very first time. 1953. 1987, televangelist Jim Bakker resigned from PTL due to the scandal involving Jessica Hahn, and he's back on the air today. In 2003, Fox announced that it had hired Monica Lewinsky to be the host of the dating show Mr. Personality. Now, let's get to our birthdays. We have some very important birthdays to talk about. Some of these people you may know, and some of you may not. In 1848, everyone knows who Wyatt Earp was. He was born on this day in 1948. American gambler, sheriff, and deputy town marshal of Tombstone, Arizona. He took part in that world-famous gunfight at OK Corral. Patrick McGoohan. A lot of people my age know who he was. He was in a very surrealistic television series that only produced 17 episodes, and to this day, it has a cult following. The name of that TV series? The Prisoner. Check it out. It is an awesome, awesome TV series. I have every episode. Ursula Andrews. Talk about James Bond. She was born on this day in 1936. She was in the 007 blockbuster hit Dr. No. And then later on in 2005, or not in 2005, but later on in the 60s, Casino Royale. And her last work was done in 2005. Ruth Pointer of the Pointer Sisters was born on this day in 1946. Glenn Close in 1947. And action movie star Bruce Willis was born on this same day in 1955. What about local birthdays? We have some doozies today for you. This person on the screen, Heather Hunter. She's a local girl here. Her birthday is today. Happy birthday, Heather Hunter. And then finally, Paul Honeycutt, a singer, songwriter, and all-around good guy. Happy birthday, Paul and Heather, from all of us here at The Noon Mix. Let's take our last break before we close out the show, and we'll be back to tell you about some important videos that we've got to show you and hopefully what's on tonight on our channel. Stay with us. Let's talk about what's on our movie channel tonight. We have a movie channel. It's called the This Network, 26.3 for all those people that are over the air. We like to give you what's going to be happening as far as scheduling goes for the movies. It's actually 5 o'clock tonight. I want to link this to another important movie that's happening. At 5 o'clock tonight, The Mechanic is playing, and it stars Charles Bronson, one of the tough man guys of the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. And The Mechanic airs tonight at 5 o'clock, and then at 7. I need to turn that off, guys. Sorry. I need to turn that off, or at least stop it. Sorry. Because it will run and run and run, and we'll hear it. Death Wish 2 comes on tonight at 9 o'clock, and then at 11, Robert De Niro in Taxi Driver. Academy Award winner for this film. It stars Jodie Foster, Albert Brooks, and also Sybil Shepherd stars as Betsy in this one. So check it out tonight at 11 o'clock. We have 2 minutes remaining, and I want to show you a cute little video. Men will relate to this, especially husbands. Check this out, and we'll see you again on a Thursday. Getting close to that Friday. Stay with us. We'll see you again tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man song.
He's the man. He's the man.
I don't take no crap from anybody else but you. I wear the pants around here when I finish with your laundry. Cause I'm a guy you don't want to fight. When I say jump, you say you're right. I'm the man of this house until you get home.
He's the man. He's the man.
What I say goes around here, right out the window. And I don't want to hear a lot of whining, so I'll shut up. The sooner you learn who's boss around here, the sooner you can give me my orders, dear. Because I'm head honcho around here, but it's all in my head.
He's the man. He's the man.
And I can have sex any time that you want. Because I'm a man who has needs, but they're not that important. And don't expect any flowers from me, because if I'm not mistaken, you prefer jewelry. I'm the king of my castle when you're not around.
He's the man. He's the man.
And I'll drink and watch sports whenever I want to get in trouble. And I'll come home when I'm good and ready to sleep on the couch. Because a man's got to do what a man's got to do, and I'm going to do what you tell me to, because I'm top dog around here, but I've been neutered.
He's the man. He's the man.